I've been in recovery for years, and I can tell you from my own experience and hearing millions of other people's experience that capitalism is now going through a rock bottom. Now, what am I talking about when I'm talking about capitalism's rock bottom moment? I'll tell you what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the fact, and it's a fact, that essential workers are being marched off to die in minimum wage camps. That's what I mean. What I mean is that it's okay to work outside. It's okay to be an essential worker. I'd rather work out there than work at home. I do work out there rather than work at home. I work every other week on site. I understand that. Just pay better. Give us better benefits. I was watching the trial of the Chicago 7, and there's a line in there where one of the characters says something to the effect of, "Our Americans are going off to die." And that's a very standard thing to hear in a Vietnam era movie. But this year, it hit home. It was like, oh wait, no. Americans are being marched off to die for nothing, even more so. At the very least, there were good movies about Vietnam. Like Platoon was a pretty good movie. Like, what about the people marching off to die at Popeyes, you know? What's their movie going to be? From the makers of Platoon, we're out of shrimp. Is that the story we're going to tell our grandkids? My buddy didn't die face down the fry later for nothing. So as I said at the top of the video, there is a rock bottom moment in capitalism. Does that mean that we quit capitalism cold turkey? Some say yes. But I think most of us just want to wean ourselves off it slowly. Or maybe lower the dosage. Or perhaps not go for the uncut pure shit. Maybe adulterate it. Maybe throw in some baby laxatives. Every zombie movie I've ever seen, the stores were closed, I guess is what I'm saying. There were never any bill collectors either. Yeah, even before the pandemic, I remember watching The Walking Dead. Like, none of these people are in debt? None of these people have credit card debt. Not even Daryl. Daryl has no credit card debt. Mr. I had a crossbow before the apocalypse has no credit card debt. All right. Must be nice. Back then, you would go to work, and then when you got out of work, you'd go anywhere you wanted. Like, oh yeah, I can go to the store, I could go to the, hang out with a friend, go to the bar or whatever, go to an amusement park. Now you have to go straight home, your own prison. Your own stay in shelter prison. It's like you're under house arrest. You're either going to work and potentially dying, or you're under house arrest. What fuels every rock bottom but an addiction? This is an addiction to capitalism. And what fuels addiction? Like, for example, what fuels an addiction to drugs? Primarily a belief that drugs will fill the void. And obviously capitalism is fueled by the belief that work will fill the void, although we call that a work ethic. But not only do we have a work ethic that's in every segment of our culture, but we also make the worker the hero. And it's in different manifestations. I mean, in the 80s, Bruce Springsteen would stand up for the workers. Like gangster rappers have that Biggie song, "Fuck the world, don't ask me for shit. Everything you have to work hard for it." Even queer culture. Yeah, RuPaul, "You better work, bitch." And then Britney Spears did her own version of that song. She took it from a supermodel and turned it to a song in itself. "You better work, bitch." Like most addicts, many apologists for capitalism are in denial. And their favorite thing to say when you defend the essential worker is they'll say, "It's always been like this. It sucks. It's not great. No one's happy about it. But what other way is there? There's no other way." It's what Mark Fisher called capitalist realism. The common thing they'll say is like, "What are you going to do, communism? Communism failed." It's always been like this. There's a great book called Give Them an Argument. This is called The Appeal to Ignorance Fallacy. They say it's always been this way. You might as well just say you're never going to get rid of slavery. Why bother? I'm playing with my coat. It's honestly getting to the point where going to the bodega is a treat. It's like when you're a kid and your mom takes you to the arcade or the amusement park. It's like, I get to go to the bodega. Through this shit now, I've become a bodega guy. I hang out at the bodega. That's why I couldn't record. That's why I couldn't say that in the bodega. I don't want to offend the other bodega guys that are there. But I'm becoming a bodega character. Mo, the crazy cat scratching socialist.